Hello viewers, welcome in another episode. Today I will present you 10 cars. For me it's a rather strange purchase because all those models are Wellys. In theory 1/60 scale, but definitely that's not true. As you can see, this isn't just model, it's brochure, it's a French edition. I got some of those models, not all. I got it much cheaper than this price, because for this price I think that's not worth it. I paid a little bit less than €2 per car. I found it on French Vinted, like money of my recent purchases. And we will start with number 7 Renault 5, because it wasn't wrapped in anything. Others were still factory sealed. That brochure, I'm just making mess, is a little bit of history, which is nice. Some basic information. Nothing big, but it's nice addition to model. So we will start with Renault 5. Scale 1/60, no. Maybe some of them are in 1/60, but I'm not so sure. We can see this is Welly. And let's have a look at those models. Okay, just putting one and the other one will fall. So this is typical Welly, painted lights. It's red, so we can assume there will be no rear lights painted. Yeah, we have some not so bad details. Did you look at wheels? But you know, maybe that's even more realistic. And the interior is not bad. It's fun. So what next? Peugeot 206. Again, it's 1/60 scale, but it isn't. And I already noticed this model probably is worse of all of those 10s. First, front. It loosely resembles Peugeot 206, but it's not, you know, the shape, wheels are out of scale, you know, it doesn't look, you know, as it should. For this price, I won't be very unhappy, but this is rather bad Peugeot 206 model. You know, I don't think shape is as it should be. For sure those wheels are not designed for this car. And then again, scale, you know, Renault 5 and Peugeot 206 same size. Rather not. It's just another take on 3-inch models. And then look Fiat 500. By the way, those models are licensed. Let's have a look at at Fiat 500, and we will see why it's not 1/60 scale. Model itself is really nice. Nice Fiat badge. Lights are done. We have 4 same wheels. We have lights painted in the back and some other details. It's really nice model, you know. I like it. I really like it. But compare Fiat 500 to Peugeot 206. There is no way Fiat is bigger than Peugeot 206. Back to French cars. Renault 4. Yellow Renault 4. I don't like those boxes. This one was a little bit squished, so that's another reason why it was hard to open. And the Renault 4, not bad at all. You know, rear lights, front lights, those generic wheels which fits those old cars. Not bad interior. I would say interior is really nice. Bottom is not that bad, you know, of course, those are plastic wheels, plastic bottom, and we can see it could be fit in acrylic case, which I would say is waste of money. Oh, and I like those side windows, very, very unusual, but very, very interesting. So, Citroën 2CV in fourgonette van variant. And here we have even double license. Look, it's DS and Citroën. I like it, and I'm a little bit disappointed as well, because as much as shape, you know, that part, you know, looking like corroborated is really nice, but then front lights are not painted, rear lights are not painted. You know, it's just one color. It's still nice, cheap Citroën, but it's not as it should be. Mercedes-Benz 300S. Oh, with holographic sticker. It's not a bad model at all. Again, nice bumper. Front lights are done. Not bad, you know, for this price. Those wheels again are okay for this car. Rear is really nice. Okay, maybe the lights are not as straight as should be, but the rear is amazingly good for such cheap car. The interior is good as well. Welly won't be my favorite diecast company, but for the price I paid, I think it was absolutely worth. For €6, as it was priced originally. No, €6, that's a theft. Even with that brochure, it's not worth that much. Mini Cooper 1300. Nice car. It's not a bad car at all. Front, just one wind mirror, plenty of paint. Looking at wiper blades, we can see they were very, very generous with paint here. Not bad wheels. Door handle, nicely done. Rear. Okay, we have registration plate, etc. But looking at how looks left tail lamp and how looks right one. Right one is a little bit bigger. The person who was painting those lights was again very, very generous with right tail lamp. But the bottom again is not bad. So 3 more cars. Mercedes-Benz G-Series. It will fit perfectly previous video, but it fits better video with Welly cars. And this is, I think, the best example. Those cars are not 1/60 scale, because it should be the biggest car of all of those, and it isn't. It's still nicely done. It's almost as good as Kyosho. We have badge, we have lights, we have mirrors, wiper blades. Oh, there is sunroof. I told you, it's almost as good as Kyosho. It's even better because there is no pillar inside. Not bad wheels. And 3 lights. Now it's look. It's almost as Kyosho. I'm just joking, but it's really nice model. But then again, let's compare to Fiat 500 or to Mini. No, it's definitely not 1/60 scale. So Volkswagen Mark I GTI red. So we know there is holographic sticker with Volkswagen logo. It's red, so we know there will be no rear lights. But let's have a look at how good or how bad it is. And it's not bad at all. Front is really nice, even with that lip. Wheels are looking okay. Black rubber, plastic bumpers, black wheel arches. Wheels are too small, that's for sure. Okay, those cars had no like 17-18 inch rims, but those wheels are too small. But other than that, that trim with strips is really nice. And as I expected, rear lights are just painted in body color. Oh, nice wiper blades. I don't think a mirror in those cars should be there. But then steering wheel looks good, interior looks good. Not bad model. And last model we will free is Porsche. It's Porsche 911 Turbo. But it's 963? Oh, 964 Turbo. It's 964 Turbo. And you know, this is very decent model. Front lights are painted, there is small bars, wiper blade. Again, interior is not bad for such a cheap model. The wheels are more or less, you know, proper size for this car. And the rear, oh, there is surprise because tail lamp is just acrylic insert. And ducktail is nice as well. Bottom for model, you know, for such cheap model, it's good as well. So we have 10 cars here. What do you think about Welly? You know, I think €6, even with brochure, that's a theft. Simple as that. They are not worth so much. But you know, for price of regular Hot Wheels, I think they are good alternative. You know, Hot Wheels have some pros, but have some cons. You know, and you know, in some from some you know angles, Welly is not as good as Hot Wheels. From others, it's better or it's as good. But that's all. As usual, all the best for all of you. And see you soon. Bye bye.